Okay, it's March 30th. Look at the salad I made. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got everything all dark in here because it's my bedtime. Because I have to work in a while. That's not bad. Look at this. I didn't actually make it, but pretty much. Actually, not at all. A Quiet Peace Daily Meditation, and it's from a program CA. Thoughts of March 30th. Thoughts of the third step. There's only one key, and it's called willingness. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 34. That's an Alcoholics Anonymous book. As stated in the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, the effectiveness of my individual program rests upon how well and earnestly I've tried to work step 3. A lot of the weight to put on a single step. That's a lot of weight to put on a single step. So then, what is the most effective thing I can bring to this step to help me work earnestly and completely? Faith, or a leap of faith. I once heard someone say in a meeting, I have a deep abiding faith that comes and goes. Seriously, is faith a single best necessary ingredient to work step 3 effectively? Apparently not. Actually, there's a scripture that goes that people way above me in the Lord and a lot more spiritually fit people than me have used this prayer. Jesus, I believe, help my unbelief. Jesus, I believe, help my unbelief. That just came up. I read in the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 34, that faith, to be sure, is necessary, but faith alone can avail nothing. We can have faith, yet keep God out of our lives. An interesting thought, really, and as it turns out, totally true. The program instructs me to couple faith with willingness, the willingness to relinquish self-will. One more time, in favor of God's will. My natural state is fearful running. Long-term sobriety has not changed this. For me anyway. So the willingness to beat down self-will and turn to God's will is most often born from fear and desperation. You can either let go or be dragged. Trust in God does grow over time. Yet even after all the experiences I've had, I still sometimes forget that God has my best interest in heart. Two perspectives always facilitate my willingness to beat down self-will. The first is, as amazing as it sounds every time I think of it, that things are not necessarily going wrong because they're not going my way. I'll say that in a meeting and someone will think I actually came up with it. Not a religious, yeah, there is some religious thoughts, not an original thought. I know this is mind-blowing, but everything that comes out of my mouth, I've learned from someone else or I've read. Wow. That's prophetic right there. Second, the steps are not going to change what I go through. They will change how I go through it. I work step 3 most effectively when I realize what I'm releasing is the results. And here's a little prayer. God, I offer this is the third step prayer. This is from Alcoholics Anonymous. God, I offer myself to Thee, to build with me and do with me as You will. Relieve me of the bondage of self that I may better do Your will. take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness. To those I would help of thy power, thy love, and thy way of life. May I do thy will always. It says here, take away my difficulties. So, is he going to make my life just smooth sailing, never no bumps in the road, never no difficulties? What this prayer's saying to me, I'm not well, I actually am a royal priest, but don't tell anyone. Take away my difficulties, my difficulties, my circumstances, that'll be used to glorify God, my God. That'll be used as a representation of God, a representation of the fellowship. I belong to a few. A representation of Jesus Christ who lives in me. Like he is the Trinity, right? Fully man, fully God, fully spirit, mind, body, spirit, and I'm the temple. My life, that prayer represents my life. Is my life a representation of that? Not always, but I'm really, really trying. Okay, I'm going to bed at 2 in the afternoon.